Cricket time on the SportsMax Zone. Englishman Harry Brooks' blistering 100 stunned Kolkata Knight Riders, with West Indians Andre Russell and Sunil Narine in match 19 of the Tata Indian Premier League earlier on Friday. Sunrisers Hyderabad, taking first knock, posted 228 for 4 of their 20 overs. Brooks' 100 came off 55 deliveries with 12 fours and 3 sixes. Skipper South African Aidan Markram contributed 50 to the score. Russell was the pick of the KKR bowlers with 3 for 22. In reply, the Knight Riders reached 205 for 7 with a top score of 75 from skipper Nitish Rana. Rinku Singh made 58, Russell 3 and Narine failed to score. Here are the highlights.
Shortly, once you've got through this opening burst from Harry Brooks, who got 3 boundaries in the very first over. Shots of great confidence, control. Then Russell came in straight away. Mayank Agarwal might have conceded a couple of boundaries after that, but the extra bounce got Rahul Tripathi. 2 wickets to Russell. He was to pick up a third thereafter. But then the moment Markram came in, the situation changed. He could have got that situation. He was just on 45, Harry Brooks at the time. And then this partnership just went on and on. They put on 72. It was a partnership that was dominated by Markram, who played spin beautifully, and I thought that partnership with Brooks, giving the strike to Markram in that phase, worked beautifully. Then once pace came on, it was back with Brooks. That was Markram. Then Abhishek came out. Good matchup against spin. Shardul put that down early. They look at the score, KKR, and say, could we have got them another 25-30 less? Even Sunil Narine was attacked, as was Varun Chakravarti. Their last 2 overs produced 28. Mixed feelings about that shot, about that ball from Andre Russell. It produced a wicket, but we also saw Russell go off. Shardul Thakur coming to bowl the 5 balls that were left. 100 for Harry Brooks. What do you remember?
You're going to need 229. You need a good start, don't you, Nicholas Knott?
And that's exactly what they didn't get. Manila Gerber has caught third man, just sliced away off the face. And Marco Jansen was quite brilliant, and Sunil Narine, and I just couldn't quite get on top of the bounce really. It was pace and bounce that was causing a bit of chaos in the early overs. But what a recovery from 3 early wickets. And Nitish Rana here just took to Umran Malik in particular. Umran Malik first over went for 28. We saw a little bit of that as well. There were a few chances, went begging. But Phillips, Bangladesh taking the catch, and perhaps that moment there, Dre Russ just didn't quite get on top of the bounce, and that was an excellent catch coming forward from Marco Jansen. Rinku Singh and Nitish Rana really did play terrifically well. Was given out, but upon review you can see there it was bat then ground. And so Rinku Singh just continued on as he does, as did the skipper, and in the end, as we've seen, I'm afraid a couple of those have gone down. We've seen some wonderful ball striking throughout the evening on what has been a sensational pitch to bat on. I might have just heard Booby in interview saying it's not the type of surface you want to bowl on day in, day out. And he bowled particularly well. Markram just put one down right at the end there. And that might have been the little twist. Phillips just dropping one in the deep that he would usually take. And Shardul Thakur out right at the end. And Umran Malik, credit to Umran Malik, because he was under pressure in that last over and got the 28 off his first. But he delivered under pressure.
Yeah, Nikhil and Uttam Chandani now joining us to talk about what happened today in that match. A high-scoring fixture, Nikhil, and the IPL living up to its reputation of being a thriller.
Yeah, massively. I think Eden Gardens as well. When you look at the nature of that facility, high-scoring venues, boundaries on the smaller side. I like the green grass cover as well. Has something in it for the seam bowlers, but also allows the ball to come on nicely. I think it wasn't a 232 wicket though. I think, as Captain Nitish Rana said, I don't think they really hit the stride in terms of with ball in hand, and in the end it cost them. But again, thrilling game, and I mean, yeah, fantastic for the viewers all around the world to see.
Yeah, and Sunrisers Hyderabad 2-2 now from their 4 matches, as is the win-loss record for Kolkata Knight Riders. Still early in the piece for us to decide where this title is going.
Yeah, definitely. I think what I like about Sunrisers Hyderabad, and credit to Brian Lara, obviously their head coach, I think they're the team that seem to be the bravest. They've got, sort of a lot to prove after a couple of sort of slow seasons. And even though they're at the bottom of the table, having someone like a Harry Brook go up the order, this is only the 5th time he's opened the batting in his T20 career. So they're trying things, and obviously with that scintillating 100, it worked well for them. But I think with the batting lineup that they've built, even though they've released Nicholas Pooran, they've brought in Brook, they've got the leadership of Aidan Markram, I think they have that sort of facility to go all guns blazing pretty much from overs 1 to 20 and play that fearless brand of cricket that Lara seems to instill in them.
Yeah, definitely fearless cricket from Sunrisers, Nikhil. Another player, of course, he's in the opposition, KKR, Rinku Singh. I saw a bit of fearlessness from him this CPL. Of course, today, 58 not out. And the question rings, should he bat higher up the order?
Well, I think the versatility he gives them with the ability to finish the innings. I think they really need more production from Andre Russell, from some of their uncapped local domestic players. I think he's well poised, as we've seen now, 3 innings where he's made a significant contribution for them in terms of winning the game. I think the biggest problem is how do they get the best out of Andre Russell, and also, I think, structure that batting order a little different. I didn't like the Sunil Narayan move just being inserted there at 20 for 2. I think it was always going to be difficult for him to sort of wrestle any momentum away from the Sunrisers Hyderabad in that situation. So, look, they've got, I think, some good options in a Shardul Thakur, who's provided some impetus with the bat in hand, maybe send him up the order, but surely they need to get it right quickly, because otherwise this tournament could easily slip away from them.
Yeah, you speak about Andre Russell, and we haven't seen the firing Andre Russell that we usually see with the bat when he clicks, of course. But today he had a good day with the ball, of course, picking up 3 for 22.
Yeah, Murray, I think the biggest struggle for Andre Russell is the rhythm. I mean, I look at him today bowling, a man that took 17 wickets in 2022. This is only the first game he's bowled after 4 matches, and he's only bowled the 2 overs and 13 deliveries. And even though he picked up 3 wickets, you saw him grimacing, holding that, I think it was his hip. I really feel for him in terms of the injury battles that he's faced, but they desperately need him. I think he's probably been impacted by the impact player rule, which has come in, which has seen all-rounders have less things to do really in the tournament. But I definitely think they need a full-firing Andre Russell in all cylinders, and especially in Eden Gardens with that green grass cover. I think they need his seam bowling, as we saw today, how sort of impactful and influential he can be in the middle overs, hitting sort of the top of the stumps and forcing batters to sort of go out of the extraordinary to score.
Yeah, and there are no undefeated teams in the IPL at the moment, Nikhil, after just 4 rounds of matches for each team. Does that suggest that this IPL will be as open as we've seen prior?
I think it's early days still, Lance, but what I will say is I think the fact that you have the home and away now back in the IPL, it adds another level of uncertainty for teams, because a lot of these franchises have structured their sides. KKR, for example, will structure their team around fast bowling, knowing the surfaces that they'll play the majority of their games. Chennai will go a lot more spin. I think as you see the tournament progress, teams will begin to separate themselves based on conditions and how well they adapt. But for me, I think that top of the table could stay very similar in terms of the top 2 or 3. I think the Royals, for me, are the most balanced team in this competition. And the Lucknow Super Giants with Nicholas Pooran coming in at number 6 show that they have enough depth to really, I think, catch teams out with that sort of power.
Yeah, and the Rajasthan Royals leading at the moment with Hitmar and Jason Holder in their setup. But we've also seen Kyle Mears doing well, and Nicholas Pooran as West Indians in the IPL. Your thoughts on the West Indians' contribution so far to the tourney?
I've been happy, to be honest. I think you look at Pooran's numbers there, the strike rate of over 220. I personally still would like to see him bat at number 5, but they've found a new role for him sort of in that lower order, which has clearly worked. I think Hetmyer as well is someone that I would like to see bat a bit up the order. I think Kyle Mears is an interesting one. I hope he retains his place, but Quint de Kock is knocking on the door. Everyone else, I think, still time to sort of get in involved into the IPL. Rodman Powell has had a tough time against spin especially. But definitely those top three on that graphic, Horan, Hetmeyer, and of course, I think it was
Mears?
Kyle Mears, right? Sorry, yeah. I think the three of them have really made a good impact and sort of a good name for themselves against high-quality bowling.
Yeah. All right, Nick. As usual, great talking to you on the SportsMax Zone. We enjoy your expertise on this cricket segment, and we'll talk again in the new week, I'm sure.
Cheers, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, go to break now. Mariah is back with the second set of Zone updates after this.